Cheers. Thanks for joining me. This is an announcement video. I have some things I want to talk about around the YouTube channel, and it didn't feel right to tack it on at the beginning or the end of a reaction video. It just distracts from the artist's performance. It kills the view duration of the video. That video then doesn't get shown to more people on YouTube, and the artist suffers because I decided to talk about a bunch of logistics around the YouTube channel in their reaction video. Because it's not fair to the artist, I'm doing this as a separate video. And these videos always get less views than my reactions, and I totally understand and get why. But just know that if you're watching this, thank you very much. I appreciate you because I know that it means that you're interested in me as a person and not just my reactions. So thank you. But yeah, let's get into some of these things I want to talk about. The first one might be considered bad news by some. I think everything I'm going to talk about in this video is a good thing. And that is that I will no longer be doing reactions to requests that come through the Stream Elements link. If you guys don't know, I have a feature on the channel where people can send through a request for me to react to something with a tip or donation. There's a link in the description of every video or in the link section on the channel about page or whatever. So before I say anything else, I want to say thank you so much to those of you who have tipped and donated and sent through requests or just sent through a tip or donation to say thank you. It means more than I can ever put into words, guys. Like, seriously, I implemented that feature on the channel in January 1st of this year, thinking maybe I'll get a $3 tip this month. And the amount of requests that came through completely blew me away. Like, I prioritize all of those requests at the top of my list as my way of saying thank you for being willing to support me with your hard-earned money. And I was completely overwhelmed by the amount of support and tips that came through with requests. But yeah, this feature will still be on the channel. I just won't be doing reactions to any requests that come through there. So what I mean is, if you still want to support me by sending through a tip or a donation just to say thank you for, putting all this work into creating this content for us, Will, that is still very much welcomed and very much appreciated. But I will no longer be doing reactions to requests that come through that link. There's several reasons for this. One is because I was getting so many, it's gotten hard to keep up with. I have done a lot of crazy, intense stuff in my life. I've done 4 years of college, my bachelor's degree, and my last 2 years of high school. I did it in a 3-year period, like nonstop. I've done a software boot camp that was very intense. I've trained for marathons and endurance events like this. Guys, by far, right now in my life, between my full-time job, which I'm working probably more than full-time now, pretty regularly, my school, in this YouTube channel, this is by far the busiest I've ever been in my entire life. I work from usually 9 in the morning till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night, and it is wearing on me. And although I really appreciate all the requests that come through with these tips and donations, there is a sense of obligation sometimes to react to those because people are giving me their money directly and saying, please react to this. I feel a sense of, like a duty to do that reaction, to say thank you for supporting me financially. And I'm getting so many that it's so hard to keep up with that it just constantly stresses me out. And it hasn't gotten to the point where it's taken enjoyment out of doing these reactions yet, but I can feel that coming, and I don't ever want that to happen. I want to do this for fun, and I always want it to be fun and a positive thing. So that's part of the reason. The other part of the reason is I am pretty sure that I'm going to be starting a Patreon for the channel. So a Patreon, if you don't know, it's a platform like YouTube where people can pay some form of monthly membership fee and they get access to exclusive content. So I will still be posting reactions on YouTube, but people who are really into the content, who are really fans of me and the community that we've built here, you'll be able to pay some monthly fee on Patreon and you'll get access to exclusive reactions I'll probably do a live stream or two a month where people can interact with me, ask me questions, request reactions. So that's part of the reason why I'm discontinuing the, send a tip or donation through with a request, because I will be doing that for people on the Patreon once that's created. That's a whole nother logistical nightmare that I have to find time to create and set up. And I am starting to get help with the channel. It's getting to a point now where I am able to start delegating some things to other people, which is freeing me up to have more capacity to do things like starting a Patreon. I'm also probably starting a second YouTube channel. There will be more news on this coming in the future, but I love doing these reaction videos. I really do. And now I'm getting even more excited about the reaction videos, actually, because I'll be able to pay more attention to the requests that are coming through the comments in the videos. I will also be able to have the freedom to just react to whatever I want to react to. So that gets me excited. But there has always been a part of me that feels like these reaction videos are somewhat unoriginal. I always try and add value to the reactions. I always try and support the artists. I never claim the content as my own, right? I always link the videos, the original video in the description. I always tag the artist channels, and I always encourage you guys, my audience, to go and support those artists or original content creators on their channels. And I insert my personality and add value to the videos by breaking things down and talking about it. I never want to be one of these reactors that just sits in front of the camera like a statue and doesn't say anything or add any value. It feels very cheap to me. So I do think I add value and I add personality and, insert myself into these videos. But at the end of the day, I am reacting to someone else's original content. And there's a part of me that really wants to create my own original content. So I will probably be starting a second YouTube channel. I'm tossing around 2 different ideas for what that's going to be. And I'll probably share more on that in the future once I iron out all the details. But that is something I'm really excited about. Whichever I end up focusing on when I launch that channel, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be able to express myself creatively a little bit more because I'll be filming the videos myself, editing all of it, and I'm just pumped about that. But not doing these reaction requests through Stream Elements is going to free me up to do some of this stuff, delegating some of these tasks that I do, like editing thumbnails, editing the video descriptions, filing disputes on copyright claims and appealing disputes that get rejected. These are things that I'm slowly training people to do so I can just film and focus on YouTube stuff. So that's the exciting news. There is a Patreon that is probably on the way, and I will also be starting a second channel where I will be producing 100% original content. No reactions, just me making content. So there's 2 different ideas in my head right now. It's probably either going to be an outdoor channel where I make educational videos around hiking, climbing, camping, mountain biking, all of the fishing, all of these outdoor things that I am very into outside of YouTube and everything else I have going on in my life. Or it's going to be a personal brand channel where it's just more about me and my life and some of the things I've done career-wise and how, I can help other people, break into tech like I've done, or just, I want to inspire people. I say it at the end of all of these videos, I want to make the world a better place, and I encourage others to go make the world a better place, and I tell everyone, until the next reaction, keep pushing. So whatever channel I end up doing, I just want to help people in some way, and I want to add 100% original value, not just reaction value. I hope that makes sense and people understand. If you don't and you're not on board, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. People say it all the time in the comments, like, this is your channel, Will, like, do whatever you want with it. But there is a part of me that understands, like, people are invested in me in this community, and I try to include you guys as much as makes sense in these thought processes and decision making and changes and updates to the channel, which is why I decided to make this video in the first place. So I know people think sometimes I overshare about analytics and why I'm doing different things, and people are like, just do it, you don't need to tell us about it, right? But I don't know. I try and be fully transparent with you guys and explain why I make the decisions I do regarding the YouTube channel, because I feel like this is our community. It's not just my channel. But yeah, I hope all this makes sense. It's exciting stuff. If you're upset about not being able to request reactions through the Stream Elements link, I apologize. But yeah, that's how it's going to be going forward. So if you want to say thank you for the content, continue to use that Stream Elements link, and you can send through tips or donations, how some people have done, you know, just to say thanks or say, hey, buy yourself a coffee, whatever. I would really appreciate that. But please do not send any more requests through Stream Elements. If you send any more requests through Stream Elements, I probably will not react to those things. I'm going to do all the ones that are in there up until this date, which is March 2nd of 2024. Anything that comes in after March 2nd of 2024, I will not be reacting to. So just know that. But yeah, that's the announcement. Patreon on the way. Second channel of original content on the way. It's really good news. I'm ramping everything up on YouTube, and I just had to make a couple changes to free up some of my capacity to make it possible to devote time to those things. These are things I've been bouncing around in my head that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I haven't had the time to do it. I haven't had the capacity, and now I'm figuring some of these things out. So that's it. That's the announcement. I hope everyone's cool with that. If not, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I know I need to quit apologizing and just do my thing. But hope you guys are on board with this. It'll be exciting stuff. Stay tuned for more info. Yeah, that's it.